10 things not to do while visiting Pigeon Forge from a local. Today we have an insider's guide on what not to do when visiting Pigeon Forge and the surrounding area. When vacation planning, it's all about knowing when to hold 'em and when to fold 'em. When you plan your next trip to the Smokies, you want to be prepared. With that in mind, we're here with the best don'ts when it comes to visiting Pigeon Forge. Number 1, don't play it safe. A lot of people come to the Smokies and have the same vacation experience over and over again. However, one of the great things about the Smokies is that they're always changing. Try for the right balance of familiar favorites and something completely different. Do you have to visit Dolly's Stampede every year? Try the Pirates Show. Does everyone know your name at Pancake Cabin? Maybe give the Little Bear Cafe a try. Number 2, don't show up without a plan. Usually, local businesses rarely keep their Google Business operating dates and hours updated as they should, and businesses tend to close and open at random. Try to be flexible, or make reservations whenever possible, as crowds can be a problem in the busy season, and wait times can exceed 2 hours or more. Number 3, don't assume Dollywood is open. Here's another one that tends to get a lot of people, failing to check the Dollywood calendar. Many assume Dollywood is a theme park like any other, and open 365 days a year, and that is simply not the case. While Dollywood is an impressive park with roller coasters and entertainment that rivals that of Disney World, they are a seasonal park with limited hours. They tend to keep limited hours in the fall and winter, and they close seasonally for the better part of January through March. Number 4, don't forget to pack an umbrella. Speaking of planning, did you know that Pigeon Forge receives almost 50 inches of rainfall each year, making it one of the rainiest cities in the United States? The rainiest month is typically July, and the driest is usually September, but it pretty much rains year-round, wintertime included. Number 5, don't come during the rod run. Okay, if you love classic cars and want to come to Pigeon Forge for the event, knock yourself out. But the rest of you should know that this biannual event tends to bring in the biggest crowds of the year. This means serious traffic congestion, limited parking, and long waits at restaurants. Number 6, don't expect to strike it rich while gem mining. This one comes with a caveat. If your kids like to treasure hunt and you want to spend $20 mining, by all means, let them do it for the experience. But for the rest of us, mining does not always offer good odds. The house almost always wins. Number 7, don't go looking for real shine. We kid the tourists about the commercial distillery version of Moonshine, but don't be lured to a secluded barn in Cott County. Just stick to the local commercial distilleries. Old Smoky and Sugarlands are great options. Number 8, don't be a snob. Not everything is for everybody. Because of stereotypes, you might want to decline certain things. Comedy Barn? No thanks. But consider it anyway. You might just have a great time despite yourself. Number 9, don't go to Comedy Barn hungry. Speaking of Comedy Barn, here's another one that we hear people complain about all the time. Because there are so many dinner shows in the area, people often make the mistake of assuming that the Comedy Barn is one and the same. But what Comedy Barn is, a slapstick good time and one of the best shows in the area. What Comedy Barn isn't, a dinner show. With that said, they do have a full concession stand that features the standard movie theater style fare, including candy, pizza, and popcorn. But don't expect to show up to the show and be greeted with the kind of 4-course meal that you might get at the Stampede. Number 10, don't go to a celebrity restaurant for Southern food. If you want traditional Southern foods, we don't recommend going to Paula Deen's or Guy Fieri's Flavor Town. Of course, everything is subjective. We know people who really love both of those places, but do they offer traditional food from this region? That might be a stretch. Do you have a tip on what not to do in Pigeon Forge? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video from thesmokies.com.